Wow. Okay, so today was one for the financial history books. What an incredible day. So in this video, I'm going to tell you why the market crashed, why it recovered, and what you can expect going forward. So let's talk about it. This is the Hey Ed YouTube channel. I am your host, moderator, and all-around nice guy, Edward Anderson. I'm not a financial advisor, so do not construe anything that I mention in any of my videos as financial advice. Always do your own research before doing anything with your money. And as I'm recording this, the market just closed about 15 minutes ago, and it is Monday, February 3rd. Okay, so let's start with why the market sold off, why it crashed this morning. The market gapped down to almost 600 points down. And of course, that's nothing compared to what happened in the crypto space. Unbelievable. The carnage was palpable. But that's not the whole story. But first, let's take a quick look at what the market did today. And then we'll talk about why. Okay, so it is useful to know, if you look at this second bar here, second to the last bar here, you see the market was actually down quite a bit, on Friday, going into the weekend. But then this morning, it gapped down. And at one point, the market was down about 600 points. Then it rallied and it closed down 122 points. So it recovered almost all of the gain. Matter of fact, it was positive there just before the close. Then it sold off just a little bit. Let's take a look at the action. That's the 1 month chart. Let's take a look at what happened today. Okay, so we saw the gap down, try to recover, and then it bottomed up there at around the 43,900 level. I'm looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, right? But then late in the morning, it had this big rally. Then it settled, and then it made another big push there right toward the end. Okay, so why did the market sell off, and then why did it rally? Okay, so on Friday, Trump announced, tariffs on three major countries: China, Mexico, and Canada. And the market took this as a really dangerous sign, anticipation of trade wars, and the market took it pretty bad. But then late in the morning, Trump said, you know what? I think I might actually take it a little easy on Mexico. Let's wait and see how things play out. Because Mexico came back and Mexico is starting to, acquiesce a little bit. Mexico is starting to say, no, we're sorry. We will play ball a little bit. Okay, so in that case, Trump was thinking, I'll take it a little easy on this guy. Listen, this whole thing with tariffs, for Trump, this is a negotiating tactic. We are in the beginning here of what Trump wants to be a brave new world in terms of how the global infrastructure, the global supply chain is structured, right? He wants to bring all the manufacturing back to the U.S. And the way he's going to do that is primarily through the use of tariffs. He wants to bring, steel back and rare minerals, and he wants to bring semiconductors back, right? So he is using tariffs as a tool to make America great again. This is all about his First America policy. And he is shaking up the global community. So he does not want the usual globalist supply chain, scenario. He wants America to be the center of the economic universe. And that is making a lot of people around the world nervous because they've gotten used to the way things were. I mean, Trump is saying, listen, it's not going to be business as usual. Right now, it's going to be America first. So in the first place, you have the whole financial markets kind of on tenterhooks trying to figure out what this all really means. And that's why people right now are very headline driven. And Wall Street, listen, these guys are all traders. Now they'll tell you to buy and hold and buy and hold. They don't do that, okay? They're trying to anticipate. They're trying to look down the road. They want to get ahead of the game. And so there's an awful lot of reading of tea leaves going on Wall Street right now. Plus, factor in that, up until a couple of weeks ago, the market has been priced for perfection. Whether it's the stock market or the crypto market, they've been on a tear, right? So a lot of people have made a lot of money, on this recent rally in all financial markets. So the markets have been kind of, again, priced for perfection. And so when there's a little fly in the ointment, that's enough for people to grab the profits and run. But why was the sell-off so big, so fast? And I'll tell you, now remember, I worked on Wall Street for an awful long time. I started working on Wall Street in 1987. I worked as a stockbroker, a trader, and as a trading instructor. So I know a little inside baseball here, okay? The financial markets today are different from when they were when I started. I've lived through a massive evolution in the way that the financial markets work. Now, the truth is that these days, most of the trading that goes on is driven by computers. The computers are doing most of the trading. So when certain levels are taken out, the computers take over. And that's why selling takes place at such an accelerated rate and such a dramatic rate. So a lot of this is computer driven, in terms of the speed and the drama. Okay, so please factor all of that in. And between artificial intelligence and the impending tokenization that's going to be taking place, courtesy of blockchain, the financial markets are going to be, 5 years from now, I doubt that we're going to see a New York Stock Exchange, the floor. We're not going to see that anymore. It's all going to be tokenized. That's a whole different video, so let's not go down that road. Okay. So that's why the market sold off so dramatically in the morning and why it recovered. So going forward, what can we expect to happen? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about why the cryptos took such a bigger hit than the stock market. I mean, remember, there are three emotions that drive the market: fear, complacency, and greed. And of those emotions, by far, the more powerful one is fear. When people want out, they just want the hell out. And the first thing people sell are their risk assets. You probably heard the phrase risk off. And in the asset categories, the crypto space, they're on the extreme end of the risk scale, right? So it makes sense that they would be sold first and they'd be sold the most. Also, because it's such a small market cap. I mean, the entire crypto space has a market cap of what is it? A little over, $2 trillion, $2 or $3 trillion. That's nothing. The Forex market does $7 trillion in activity every single freaking day. And so when you have an asset class with such a small market cap, it's much easier to push around. Okay, but going forward, what can you expect to happen here? Okay, this is going to be a very headline-driven market for quite a while here. Everyone's looking for the headlines that they can trade off of. So buckle up. This is what is termed a trader's market, meaning volatility. Traders love volatility. Whether the market is up dramatically or down dramatically, a good trader can make money in all market conditions. Now, if you're an investor or if your person has a trading mindset, but you don't have time to trade or you don't have the skills to trade, you are going to be very frustrated in here. So I can't give financial advice, right? Because I'm not a financial advisor, okay? Even with my Wall Street background, I'm not a registered financial advisor. But let me just give you some friend advice, okay? Some life advice. Whenever you take on a position, ask yourself why you took it on. And ask yourself, well, today, are my reasons different than when I acquired the asset? Because over the weekend, nothing really changed. What we have going on right now is a lot of drama. And for most people, the vast majority of people, you're much better off not paying attention. Just go to work, try not to look at these things so hard. But I do recommend that whether you're a trader or an investor, always have a plan. What is your plan? And be honest with yourself about what your risk tolerance is. If you like the idea of trading, but you don't have the time or you don't have the skill set, I do have a program that will allow you to copy trade. What I mean by that is you open up an account at a brokerage firm, and then you basically attach your account to a veteran trader, and you copy trade them. I'm not going to tell you about it, right here, but pretty soon here in a day or two or three, I'm going to be doing a video on how you can do that, how you can copy trade veteran traders. And there are also the types of traders you can choose between, right? Between conservative and aggressive, Forex or cryptos. And I can help you kind of navigate those waters, when the time comes. As a matter of fact, in the description below, if you think that sounds interesting to you, then let me know in the comment section below. And of course, you can always also reach out to me by email. My email is in the description below. Reach out to me. Let me know that you want to look into this copy trading idea. And I can do a personal one-on-one Zoom with you, or I can invite you to my Hey Ed WhatsApp group. You can join there and you can start sitting in on our Hey Ed WhatsApp group Zooms. So remember, reduce your exposure to your bank, acquire some gold and silver, and establish streams of passive recurring income. Ed Anderson, live from Minnesota, signing out.
Copy that.